Happy Monday, and thanks for joining us on 2K Sports. Good evening to all of you. I'm Brian Anderson, joined by Hall of Famers Doris Burke and Grant Hill, and the fourth member of our crew, reporter Allie LaForce. Let's check in on the Western Conference standings as the race to the playoffs continues. Taking a look at the Supersonics, a fantastic season so far for them. First place in the conference.
Well, right now for the Supersonics, they've really set the standard in their conference, on track to claim home court advantage in the playoffs. They feel this is their year, and you know what? They may be right.
And the starting lineup for Miami. Powell is out there with Jaime Jaquez. Then there's Tyler Herro. Then it's Bam Adebayo. And it's Mitchell in at the 1 spot. And for Seattle, they've got Thompson. And it's Anderson in at the 3. Down the stretch we come in the NBA season, Grant. What are the contenders honed in on?
Well, B.A., the biggest priority is to have everyone healthy. Without a full deck of cards, it's very tough to win a title. And, of course, maintaining positive momentum wouldn't hurt either.
Pretty dime from Norman Powell. Listen, he wants to score it, but that's a great setup.
Pass to Reynolds. Thompson outside. Count it. 1 for 1 to start the game.
This team looks to him to score the ball. They feel good when he's taking the shots.
Here's Powell. Now Jaquez. The 3 is up. And there's Herro. That's good. On the assist from Jaquez.
Yeah, absolutely no hesitation from Herro. He shoots at will from range.
It's Anderson on the wing. Pass to Harrison. Here's Levins. On the wing, Thompson. Pounded by Adebayo. The 3. Levins can't hit. Miami has gone 2 of 2 at the perimeter. And even as the Heat look to go younger, this is not a team with an appetite for lengthy rebuilds, Greg.
Yeah, B.A. But one advantage they possess, when star players around the league ponder a change of scenery, Miami certainly has some great views.
And it's Seattle with the ball, following the 3-point basket by Miami. To the middle, the shot. Thompson, that's good. Thompson's got his second basket of the night.
Yeah, you want to get him going as soon as possible. Great way for him to start this game.
He's a guy who, if he gets hot, he can carry your offense for long stretches.
Now here's Herro. 6 points for him. 6 to shoot. From the wing, Seattle pulls it in.
I mean, I think that was their first miss of the game. They've been just rolling.
Pass to Harrison. Seattle move the ball around. Here's Reynolds. Out to the wing. Here's Levins. Connects from downtown.
You don't want to let him get into a rhythm from out there.
And it's Mitchell with the ball for the Miami Heat. Here's the pick. Powell passes to Adebayo. Now here's Herro. Takes a 3. Anderson pulls it down. Thompson with it. Guarded now by Jaquez. Here's Levins. Coming off a terrific game against Brooklyn. And that one's good. Thompson's got 6.
Defensively, you can't afford to get stuck on the pick.
You know exactly what that takes. It takes energy, it takes activity, it takes intensity.
Oh, what a performance offensively.
They're really rolling at that end. Excellent game plan. Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
I think defensively, that is not the way you want to start. Giving up high percentage looks, that doesn't typically end well.
And here's a timeout from Eric Spoelstra now. He's going to talk it over with his guys. Both teams will make substitutions. And a moment now to take a look at a terrific player who has earned the Player of the Week in the Western Conference.
He's a great example of what a modern big looks like. He's so much more than just a big in the paint, and that versatility is a big part of what makes him such an outstanding player.
And we've got 1:18 left now in the first quarter. Wiggins passes to Herro. And miss after miss right now. For Seattle, they've gone 5 of 6. They're rolling. Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Thanks a lot, guys. Well, a bit of youth movement for the Miami Heat. Their rising star guard, Tyler Herro, said, "We've got a bunch of young guys who can come in and put in the work, and that's what I'm all about." This is an organization that values that, and it's important that we all have the same vision as the young guys start to grow up. Back to you.
Okay, thanks for the report, Allie. Well, it's always nice to head up to the connected cam to get another angle of these big plays, courtesy of AT&T. Let's see if they want to go 2 for 1 here, Grant.
Hey, looking at the clock, I'd say yes.
4-3. Miami, no good that time either.
Listen, things aren't going his way right now, but listen, you just keep going. Keep working at it.
Here's Levins. Pass to Reynolds. For 3, Dinwiddie hits a three-pointer.
Their ball movement on this run has been tremendous. It's led to a lot of good, clean, open looks.
Now here's Herro. In his last outing, 10 points for him. No good with a jumper from the wing.
Well, this guy typically a nice touch from mid-range, but obviously can't make them all.
And we've reached the end of the first quarter. Seattle out in front, leading by 9. And we'll be back in just a minute with the start of the second quarter. Great to have you with us. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. And a look now at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for Seattle.
Well, great play down low. I mean, you expect the defense to adjust, collapse maybe, but that should open up things on the perimeter later in the game.
Yeah, and what an excellent display of passing in the early stages of this game. A good deal of their points coming directly off quality passes.
Spencer Dinwiddie is out there with Shake Milton. Then there's Alec Burks, and it's Dermonenko at the center position. And for Miami, Andrew Wiggins is out there with Kel'el. Then there's Powell, then there's Simone Fontecchio, and it's Larson in at the point guard position. Now here's Dinwiddie. 12-point lead, their biggest of the game. Yep, that one goes.
Well, just tremendous body control by Spencer Dinwiddie, able to adjust to the defender's contact.
Pass to Wiggins. Fires the 3. Dinwiddie with a rebound. Seattle leading by 14. Here's Galloway, pounded by Wiggins. And that one's good.
And they're really rolling right now. That lead keeps getting bigger and bigger.
And one of the things that's helped that is they're getting it done on both ends. Terrific focus on offense, and they're locked in defensively.
And you just can't afford to give up that kind of look very often.
Dinwiddie gets the bucket. Dinwiddie's got 7.
They're winning the battle down low by imposing their will.
Stolen by Burks. Pass to Galloway. Dermonenko, that's good.
Their offense is looking like a well-oiled machine, getting any look they want.
Well, what great game planning, what great execution. It doesn't get much better than this.
And here's a timeout from Eric Spoelstra now. He'll take the opportunity to regroup. A different look for Miami. Adebayo comes in for Fontecchio, and Mitchell subbed in for Larson. And one thing you hear coaches say all the time, Doris, finish the cut.
The reason being, you have to let the passer know exactly what you're going to do. If you stop short, so often the ball ends up out of bounds.
Mitchell finds Adebayo. Miami moving it around. Wiggins outside. Will it go? Seattle pulls it in. They want to keep rolling here following the win against Brooklyn.
You have to credit the game plan going in, especially at the offensive end, where they were just so relentless.
And that's not an easy environment to play in. To score at the rate they did on the road says a lot about their intensity and focus.
So it's Miami now, following the bucket by Seattle. From deep, Mitchell. And the shot's off. 1 for 2 in this one.
Yeah, they just can't seem to end the drought no matter where they shoot it from.
And I think you can start to feel their frustration mounting. With every missed bucket, it becomes more and more desperate.
Second quarter play, almost 3 minutes gone here. Offensively, it's been a struggle for them.
Yeah, they need to string together some shots to have any kind of chance.
Pass to Powell. Right side Adebayo. Shot clock at 6. And he buries his first look.
And once Bam gets the ball inside, the bucket is almost guaranteed. He's a serious producer in the paint.
Down low. Anderson for 3. Powell pulls it in.
Excellent defense there, but he has to be smarter and a bit more patient.
Pass to Mitchell. A minute 42 left in the first half. Off target with the 3. Seattle leading by 22. Here's Dinwiddie. And there's the foul. It'll go on Norman Powell. That's his first foul of the game. And Seattle calls time here.
Timeout, Supersonics.
Herro, he's checked in for Powell. And while we have a second, let's take a quick peek at the rebounding numbers for Bam Adebayo.
You know, a trend like this isn't going to please the coach or the front office. He's been a little more focused on other parts of his game, and rebounding is something he needs to put more emphasis on. And I'm sure they've talked to him about it.
Anderson passes to Reynolds. And here's Anderson. This one for 3. And again, it's Seattle missing. And we've got 1:18 left in the first half. Pass to Mitchell. Herro for 3. And he's now 3 for 8 after that one.
Well, Herro takes a ton of threes, no doubt. I mean, he has the green light from his coaches and teammates.
Outside, Anderson. Now Thompson, hounded by Adebayo. And the slam dunk by Thompson.
It's like he's doing pull-ups on the rim.
Looked like a schoolyard playground right there. Herro outside. There's a screen beyond the arc. Thompson pulls it in. Thompson's got 5 rebounds in the game. And we've got 28 seconds left to play in the half. Anderson passes to Harrison. Here's Levins. No good on the 3. Heat trail by 21. Pass to Herro. And he makes no mistake. Slam dunk.
Yeah, maybe he's not a high flyer, but Herro still loves to finish with power.
Anderson for 3. Rebound Miami. Their last encounter in Miami.
It was, frankly, embarrassing. I was shocked by their disorganization, and I think they were too.
Well, frankly, they should be shocked. I mean, that kind of effort simply won't cut it in today's NBA. Let's see if they take any lessons from it.
And so a pretty lopsided game through the first half. Seattle out in front, up 19. And we'll be back for the second half following the break. Keep it right here on 2K Sports.
Please direct your attention to center court. Drums. And thinking about the shot. Oh, so close. Let's hear it for the participant.
Ernie Johnson here with Kenny the Jet and the Big Diesel, Shaquille O'Neal. How about we start out with the Western Conference and how those teams are stacking up?
You look at Seattle. They're right where they want to be, and they're right where they should be. Now it's a matter of getting everything in place for the title run. These guys will be tough to beat in a 7-game series.
And let's talk now about that first half. What a commanding start for Seattle.
Anytime they sniff the paint, it's a bucket, and they found different ways to do it.
Yeah, their game plan gets the Shaq seal of approval. Get it inside and hit them hard.
That does it for halftime. Let's get back to game action. Here's Brian Anderson with the start of the third quarter.
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it's been a runaway. How about Tyler Herro displaying all of his skills today?
He's hit shot after shot from deep. He's so locked in right now.
Well, he's in a great rhythm, looking comfortable and confident.
Just about ready for the second half here. A big comeback is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. They've got Thompson, and it's Reynolds in at the 2-guard spot. Pass to Levins. Seattle move the ball around. Here's Reynolds. Just 5 on the clock. Launches it. And Herro grabs the board. Grant, since he's come into the league, what's jumped out to you about Herro's development?
Well, I've liked seeing his growth in running the pick and roll. He's not just a jump shooter anymore. He's a guy that can anchor an offensive unit, B.A.
Setting the floor for the Heat. Bam Adebayo is out there with Jaime Jaquez. Then it's Davion Mitchell. Then there's Tyler Herro. And it's Powell in at the small forward. All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
Thanks, guys. Tyler Herro wants to be the complete package. He said, quote, "I'm not thinking score, score, score. It's more about finding different ways to impact the game, knowing I don't have to force the issue. When I'm taking efficient shots and making the right passes, that makes us a dangerous team." Back to you.
He's finding that balance. Okay, Allie, good stuff. And here's a timeout from Eric Spoelstra now. I think right now he might be looking at some adjustments. And now we go to the 2K leaderboard to look at the teams with the most blocks per game over the last month. 4th, the Heat.
And lately, both of these squads have been dominant defenders in the paint, piling up some jaw-dropping shot-blocking stats.
Here in this third quarter, just over a minute played. Pass to Herro. From the arc. Anderson pulls it down. Anderson's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Here's Thompson. Ooh, he's been flawless tonight. Now he's 6 for 6.
They just look so overwhelmed inside. You know, that's why they continue to get attacked.
Powell against Anderson. Powell's shot is off.
You have to credit their effort. I mean, they've done an amazing job on the glass.
Here's Reynolds. On target from range. Reynolds has got his first 3 points of the game.
And they're refusing to take a break, even with a nice lead. They just continue to attack. You have to love it.
And that, to me, is a sign of excellent coaching. There's an attention to detail. There is valuing of every possession.
Levins gets the bucket.
They're really working the paint now.
Miami has got nothing to fall from outside in this third quarter. Mitchell, the pass to Adebayo. Now here's Mitchell. Five to shoot to win the run. And Adebayo slams it in.
What a confident dunk by Adebayo. He knows there's little the defense can do once he's elevated.
Pass to Levins. On the wing, Thompson. Here's Reynolds. And it goes. As the official calls the foul, count it, and he'll shoot one more at the line. Seattle shooting their first free throw of the night. Both teams deciding to change it up.
One shot.
3 minutes gone now in the third quarter. And so Herro will bring it up for the Miami Heat. And at home for the next game, it'll be New York pulling in to face them. It'll be a quick stopover at home before they have to get back out on the road.
Well, increasing consistency from range. This is one of the things Andrew Wiggins is working on.
Here's Dinwiddie following the three-point basket by Miami. Outside Burks. Back to Dinwiddie. A minute 39 left in the third quarter. Dermonenko, that's good.
The assist numbers certainly stand out. They've really emphasized ball movement here today.
Right side Adebayo. Snatched away. To the paint. Here's Levins. Yes. And a nice assist from Dinwiddie. Dinwiddie's got 4 assists now tonight.
They're just taking what the defense gives them. And right now, that's the interior.
Now here's Jaquez. Yet to see a basket. Back to Herro. Three-pointer. And again, it's Miami from deep.
Smooth shot by Herro. Notice how he doesn't rush himself.
Here's Levins. And it's Miami with a rebound. Herro, the pass to Powell. 40 seconds left in the third. Back to Herro. Puts it up. Dermonenko grabs the board. For Seattle, they've gotten 8 of 11 shots to go in. Efficient so far in the third. Burks for 3. That one is off. Miami's gone 2 for 5 from 3 since halftime. Adebayo finds Powell. Herro outside. That doesn't go either for Herro.
Well, terrific defense. They obviously respect his ability and just want to make it tough.
Count it.
And trust me, when the D's slow to react, he'll be the first guy to make them pay.
And that's typical of this guy. He's always reading the situation, reacting quickly, and capitalizing.
And so it's Seattle, building a mountain of a lead, up 31 points as this quarter concludes. And their defense has stood out, wreaking havoc for the opposition. And don't go far. We'll be right back. And meanwhile, Eric Spoelstra rallying the troops.
Trust each other. Let's get that ball moving. Right? Ball moving. No holds. No holds. Right?
Moving the ball is so important to Coach Spo.
It helps make the offense run smoothly. When you move the ball, more scoring opportunities open up.
And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may already be out of hand. They've got Alec Burks. Spencer Dinwiddie is out there with Shake Milton. And it's Galloway in at the 4 slot. And it's time to take another look at that powerful block.
Oh my, and that was textbook defense, positioning himself well to send it back.
Left side Milton, on the wing Burks. Seattle moving the ball around. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Dermonenko, and he caught that pass in full stride on his way to the big slam.
Huge size disadvantage for the defense. Might as well just get out of the way.
And for the Heat, they're shooting at about 34% here in this game. To the middle. Fades away, and there's Wiggins. That's good. On the assist by Mitchell. Mitchell's got 5 assists tonight. Dinwiddie passes to Burks. Boom! He jams it straight down.
Well, Burks has exceptional athleticism, and ooh, he flies to the cup.
And it's Miami's ball. Mitchell up top. And with the cap, many teams looking for cheap young players to fill the bench. How does that affect the mid-level vets?
Again, BA, I go back to how difficult roster construction and sustaining a quality roster are. The mention of youth here is about, listen, you have to hope your draft choices work out well, and you have to hope your young players develop quickly because they are on team-friendly contracts.
Has to wear. To the inside. Oh, and makes it with the kiss. Wiggins has got 4 points now in the quarter.
And another great assist. The offense is really clicking now.
Stolen by Mitchell. To the wing on the left. Adebayo from long range. Knocks down the triple.
Their offense sort of clawing back to respectability. Let's see if they can keep building on this.
Outside Milton. Back to Dinwiddie. Locked in. Drains his 5th shot in as many attempts.
Well, Spencer Dinwiddie does such a good job of understanding what the defense is going to give him. How about that pick and roll play? That's nice.
Adebayo, a screen on Burks. Pass to Ware. Right side Adebayo. Seattle pulls it in, and Seattle calls time here. And you look at the different kinds of leadership, whether vocal or by example. Which do you prefer, Doris?
Well, I'm a greedy type of person, BA, so I want both. Obviously, a veteran who's been there and done that is going to hold weight with what he says. But your best players have got to also lead by example. Give me both types, BA.
And now it's time for our presentation of the player of the game, Spencer Dinwiddie.
It's almost beyond belief what he's done in this game. He's been impossible to cool off, hitting just about everything he looks at. It doesn't matter who's guarding him. He's had an answer for just about everyone.
Boy, we witnessed something special from him, and this crowd will remember it. When a player raises his game to this level, it earns him a lot of new fans. We're in the final quarter play here. 3 minutes in. To the left side wing. Here's Tinsley. And again, it's Seattle missing. For Miami, they've gotten 5 of 6 shots to go in the 4th. Powell passes to Jaquez. Herro for 3. And again, it's Miami from deep.
Here in the second half, they're really focused on stretching the floor.
And guys, boy, when you're hitting, it sure does work. It obviously opens up major options at the offensive end.
It's stolen by Jaquez. Herro, the pass to Powell. He's off on the layup.
Sometimes you just lose that little bit of focus, and this is what happens.
Well, the scoreboard tells you everything you need to know about this one. A great showing here for the Supersonics.
It's impressive how the reserve players stepped up and delivered in this one.
They didn't just help out. They made a big impact and really secured the win for their team.
And tonight, a fantastic effort to deliver their 48th win of the year.
Only a 2-game series, and they win both. They have to be satisfied with this.
And when you look at the game, the one thing that helped fuel this team to victory was the efficiency for Spencer Dinwiddie.
You look forward to playing with someone who doesn't just move the ball, but moves it with a purpose.
From 12 feet, no good off the back of the rim. Fantastic ball movement for them tonight.
And things are definitely working offensively. A balanced attack is just so much harder to defend.
And that one drops.
Stepping up and nailing an important shot to put this away.
Yeah, playing with great energy and great effort. And as a coach, you'd love to see this from your team every single night.
Powell outside. Back to Herro. 6 on the shot clock. From downtown. That shot off the mark. Pass to Tinsley. Inside. And he takes the fantastic lead pass up strong for the slam.
With very little left on the clock, they've got a comfortable lead, and the fans are loving it.
Well, they're getting ready to celebrate, no doubt. They know it's theirs to lose at this point.
So we see Seattle get the win here. They didn't have too many problems tonight.
They didn't. Just a tremendous team effort. Once they had that big lead, they were not going to let the visitors back into the game.
And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Doris Burke, Allie LaForce, and Grant Hill, and all of our crew, this is Brian Anderson thanking you for watching this 2K Sports presentation of the NBA. And now, time for our player of the game, Spencer Dinwiddie.